Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm with the Volusia County Public Library. Today, I'll show you how to access nationwide newspapers that are in the public domain from home. If you're interested in local newspapers, please see my previous video from September 2020, also on America's historical newspapers. So let's get started. All you need is your library card. Start with our website, volusialibrary.org. From there, hover over Digital Library with the mouse. Then go down to Research Databases and click on Databases A to Z. Our databases are listed alphabetically, so America's Historical Newspapers is first. Click on the link for remote access. Enter your library card number with no spaces in the username box and click Sign In. When the screen changes, you'll see the Newsbank headline. The first link is for America's Historical Newspapers, so click on that. Enter your library card number one more time and click Log In. For best results, click on Advanced Search. I'll start with a historical search. The Titanic hit an iceberg on the night of April 14th and 15th, 1912, so I'll see what I can find on April 15th. I'll add the date that I want at the bottom of the page. Since it was a big story, I don't need to narrow it down to a location, so I'll just click on Go. There are several articles, and I can look at previews of all of them. Number 4 has an interesting headline, so I'll click on that. Once I find an article, I can move around on the page in different ways. I can click and drag the mouse, roll the mouse wheel, or use the arrows on the keyboard to move in the direction I want. Clicking on the plus or minus sign at the top left of the page will make the image bigger or smaller. As you can see, then and even now, accurate information was not always available in articles soon after an incident. Later accounts will be more accurate and detailed. Since this was a major story, it can be read in many different newspapers across the country. Now I'll start a genealogical search by clicking on an advanced search at the top of the page. If I type the surname Heisler into the search box and don't narrow it down, I come up with over 2,000 results. Although I looked at them all the first time I searched, that's a lot to sort through, so I'll refine it. I can fill in a first name at the top of the page and add dates and locations in the left column. But it's just as easy to start over by clicking on Home and then Advanced Search again. If I know what or who I'm looking for, I can type in a full name and date range along with a possible newspaper location. So I'll search for Charles Heisler in October 1916. Then I'll click on Publication Location and scroll down. When choosing a state, I can either click on the box next to the state listing or on the map. I don't want to rule out neighboring states. Information can often be found in out-of-town newspapers. I'll narrow my search to Pennsylvania and New Jersey, then scroll up and click on Go. I now come up with only one result, and it's my ancestor. My family didn't live in Pennsylvania, yet this article was in the Philadelphia Inquirer, so it pays to be flexible with your search. I'll click on the headline to read the story that includes a lot of information about the surprise wedding, including who performed the ceremony and who was in the wedding party. There are several helpful tools at the top of the page. I can download the article, print it, or email the article to myself or someone else. If I download the article, the date and title of the paper are not included, so I'll be sure to make a note of that important information. If I want to keep a copy of the article I selected, it's best to choose one of the above options. Due to contractual obligations with the owning newspapers, there is no guarantee that Newsbank will be able to keep this article on their site forever, so I'll be sure to save or print the article. I can see that this article was on page 1 of 18 pages in the issue. I can use the arrow to advance to another page. I can search the issue for something else, and I can view publication details for this issue. If I want to see what newspapers are in this database, I can click on Browse Publications for a complete list by title. I can also use the search box to look for a specific title, browse by state, or dates. By clicking on the heading for each column, the list will reload in reverse order from what it currently displays. A few things to keep in mind. Due to copyright laws, Newsbank's holdings are from 1690 through 1922. Although there are other newspaper databases that individuals can access via a paid subscription, there is no one database that includes every newspaper from every time frame. Newspapers can be used for many different types of research. You can read about a historical event, find out how much items cost by looking at the ads, or look for ancestors. If you share your genealogical findings with relatives, you may get something in return. When I shared this article with the wedding couple's grandson, he sent me a photo taken that day. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit us at volusialibrary.org and like us on Facebook.